think all HOAs are created the same? Think again. Some HOAs can turn that dream home of yours into a nightmare. Today, we're going to discuss all things you need to know about HOAs. HOAs, also known as homeowner associations, are generally made up of people who live within the community. So your neighbor might be someone who is on your HOA board. And they take care of things like the landscaping within the community, maybe the security within the community, and whatever amenities that there are. That is what your HOA dollars are going toward. The other thing that you might find interesting is that some people actually have a love-hate relationship with HOAs. While they might love what the HOA does within the community, they hate the restrictions that there are within the community. By the time we're done with this, you can decide whether you love them or hate them. The first type of HOA is going to be one that is a little bit lower in cost. So think between $35 a month and $100 a month. Some of the benefits of these HOAs, number one, are the costs that you're going to pay per month. The other thing is they're a little bit looser on the guidelines, and so a little bit less restrictive. The other thing is sometimes they might have some community features, like maybe a small park within the community. But then there are drawbacks. With looser guidelines, you're going to find that maybe the neighborhood itself doesn't look the way that you would like it to look. And so because they're not enforcing the look of the neighborhood, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Another one of those drawbacks is if they're not collecting enough money during the year, they could actually charge you an assessment that goes on your bill every single month if they need to make up those dollars to, say, repair a road, put in other amenities within the neighborhood. So this first type, while you're saving money, you could have major drawbacks in the end. If you're new to my channel, my name is Eileen Guilbeault, your go-to real estate advisor for all things relocating to Las Vegas. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified every time a new video comes online. Our next type of HOA is going to cost you a little bit more money. Think between $200 and maybe $400 a month. But the benefits of these types of neighborhoods is that you may have tennis courts, basketball courts, really beautifully landscaped when people drive into the neighborhood. And you're also going to probably have a gate. You could potentially even be guard gated. And the thing that you're really going to love about it is that they really do take care of what the outside of your homes look like, meaning that everybody has to follow the same rules so that the neighborhood looks fantastic, no matter who's coming through the neighborhood. The drawbacks, however, are just what I said, is that you are going to be required to keep your house to a specific level. And if you don't, you are going to get notices in the mail with pictures of your front yard with that one weed that the landscaper didn't get, and you're going to be asked to remove it. So that could potentially be a drawback for some people. Our third type of HOA, you're going to pay somewhere in the neighborhood of $800 to $1,500 a month. And the reason for that is one of the benefits of these neighborhoods is that it's probably going to be guard gated, And you may actually have a double gate, meaning you drive through the guard gate, but then to get to your specific area, you're going to have to drive through another gate. So the security features are a benefit. These neighborhoods are also going to have things like a fitness center, a clubhouse, access to the golf course. You're going to find that the landscaping in these neighborhoods is second to none. You're really going to love the fact that every house in these neighborhoods is pristine. Some of the drawbacks of this type of HOA is the cost. If you don't want to have to pay 2 or 3 HOAs and possibly a SID payment, then this could be a drawback for you. Also, if you just want to do kind of whatever you want to in your yard, you're not going to be able to. You're going to have to submit all of your plans for the front yard or the backyard to your HOA for ARC approval, which is architectural approval. And you're gonna have to put down a deposit when you do that work, just in case there's any damage to the streets or anything else. And if you're living in one of these guard-gated communities, your guests are going to have to wait to get through security, and at times the vendors coming to do things on your home, they're also going to have to. And then if you're coming home from work and maybe there's a backup at the gate, you too may have a couple of minutes before you can actually get through the gate. So this could be a drawback to these types of HOAs. Let's take a quick poll. Do these types of amenities of the higher end HOAs really justify the cost? Let me know in the comments below. Navigating HOAs could be a nightmare, except that when you are buying a resale home or a new home, you get what's called an HOA resale package. That package holds all of the CC&Rs, which are the conditions, covenants, and restrictions within any HOA. You have 5 days legally to review these documents, and if there's something in these HOA guidelines that you simply cannot live with, you can cancel your contract to buy. So reading through them is going to be very important to avoid anything down the road that you would run into that could be a hurdle for you really enjoying living in this HOA. Another thing to look out for when you're reviewing this resale package is to look at the financials of the HOA. It will go back and give you the history of what they have in reserves, if they have ever charged an assessment that wasn't something that was taken care of by the actual HOA payments, so they had to put an assessment in place. You also will be able to see what they're charging you to transfer the HOA into your name, if there is any type of capital contribution or anything along those lines. They're required to show all of this to you so you can make a determination as to whether or not this HOA is solvent and you trust the leadership that is in place. And if you ever run into an issue with your HOA, there are people who can help you solve those issues. Through the real estate division, we have an ombudsman who you can contact to file a complaint, see if there's anything that this particular HOA is doing that they shouldn't be doing. Make sure that you take advantage of having this ombudsman there for you, because this really is one of the ways that you can make sure that that HOA is operating the way that it needs to. For more videos about relocating to Las Vegas and real estate tips, make sure to watch one of the videos on your screen. Thank you for watching.